It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Singleton. Pressure coming. Quarterback gets the first down. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. You want to be physical on defense, but too much grabbing. They got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking for a crease to the left. Maybe some room here. Picks up the first down. Inside the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's 2nd and 7. Finds a little space. Here's a little room there. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Dukes want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Dropping back, it's Singleton. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Branch. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Blue 22.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Quarterback making checks. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Ulatowski. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Zings it complete to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out. The 33 and it's 1st down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Coleman. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Hard-hitting tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll take it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Coleman. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The running back has it. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Off play action. Uncorks one. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Here's the pressure. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The give to the right. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do.
And that's a big 3rd down stop for this defense, but they can't relax, right? They've done this a couple of times already, and they've converted 2 for 2 on 4th down. So this D's got to be ready. They got to be physical on this 4th down, and they got to get a stop. They've gotten to this point. They just haven't been able to close the door.
They've been aggressive on 4th down. They've already converted twice, and they'll try it again. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, James Madison. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, and they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Singleton. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The run inside. It's Lewis. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to surprise him with the pass. That's caught. It's Branch. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Runs through a tackle. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the give off the left side. Could be an alley. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Dukes.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Coming out with it, it's Webb. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Scanning the field, it's Gulatowski. He fires a bullet to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Mountaineers will try to pick it up on fourth down. The offense changing the play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Coleman. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Looking deep down the right side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
One more snap coming before halftime. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Middle Tennessee State taking on the FIU Panthers. And it's the Blue Raiders, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Looking for a man. It's Coleman. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll run it from the gun. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
To throw, it's Coleman. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Dukes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, obviously they were trailing going into halftime, and they knew coming out, getting the ball back first, they were going to have to put a drive together. And how good does this thing look, man? Running the ball, throwing the ball up and down the field. Now they're down in a goal-to-go situation with an opportunity to tie this thing up. This has looked really, really good by the offense coming out of halftime.
And the Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dukes! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, App State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
This quarterback part of their running game. Got a little grass. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, James Madison.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
With the catch, it's Branch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Ulatowski. Escapes the pressure going right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Lewis. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The quick out. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the move. Might have a chance. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. As that score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
To the air, it's Ulatowski. And down he goes back at the 3.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but
breaks free. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the Mountaineers regain the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking for a man. It's Ulatowski. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Holding this 4th quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on 4th down. There's a crease. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Dukes with the 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, what a move to get open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! The Dukes answer right back with a touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking a punt.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Gulitowski. The sweet feet buy a little time. They're working that left side. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Gulitowski. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Here's a heat. On the move and looking. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. The Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route.
Go.
Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating